What are you
Let's skip that.
No.
Enough.
Remain silent.
Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some sort of trick? Are you tricking me? Or are you really that fragile? Because why would you? Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't I what?
Ah!
The princess's shoulders tense with fury as she storms towards you.
Okay.
You can see her face flush, her knuckles going white as she clenches her fists, her entire body trembling with a burning rage. Can't believe you're making me watch
All this because she just wasn't getting a fight.
Fine. If you want to die like a pathetic little worm, you can die like a pathetic little worm.
Alright.
Guess I'll see you all next time. She reaches down and grabs you by the throat, lifting your limp form and slamming it forcefully against the wall. Her eyes twitch as her grip tightens around your neck.
This is a nice angle.
She sure is taking her time, isn't she?
I've seen pictures of it like randomly, but I never knew what the choices that got this angle in game.
Why? Why are you letting me do this? Why are you making me do this? Why won't you fight back?
You know, that is a good question. Because death doesn't matter anymore, does it? Fighting, not fighting, what does any of it matter if it all ends the same way? Because there's more to this than just fighting each other. If letting you kill me is how I can show you that, then it's worth it. I just think it's kind of funny. No. No. This one. Because there's more to this than just fighting each other.
What?
Ow.
What more can there possibly be? What are you trying to do? I don't want to think. Why are you trying to make me think?
Balance, I guess.
Her grip hardens, and you feel a horrific pop in your neck.
Ow.
She releases you, your numb body crumpling to the stone floor as your vision starts to fade.
Well.
What am I supposed to do without you?
Oh.
I guess I'll see you all next time. I can say that now, right? We're dead?
Probably, yeah.
Great. I can't wait to be stuck in this useless body all over again. I won't be seeing you, but I suppose something like me will. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Bye! Chapter 3, The Fury. Unleash the power of pacifism on your foe.
You're
Oh.
on a path.
Oh, hi.
And at the end of that path...
Yeah, this is what I was
I've
talking
heard
about.
This one before.
Oh.
Does it involve a princess? Are you trying to get us to do your dirty work?
I was not expecting you.
Yes, so you've been here before, and died here before.
Not quite what I was expecting, but okay.
Yeah, twice.
Hmm.
And it's going to be a lot more than that if we don't suck it up and actually fight her this time.
I don't think I like this combination of voices.
You didn't fight her.
No.
She wanted a rematch, and we wanted to see what would happen if we didn't give it to her. She got so very, very angry with us. And you got so very angry with us too. It was amusing.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, it was.
I'm sorry, you thought that was amusing? I thought we were breaking a cycle of violence. I thought we were practicing pacifism in the face of mortal peril. I thought we were being brave. Heroic, even.
I'm gonna, at some point, I'm gonna play around with the,
Oh, you're funny. There's no such thing as heroism, and you can never truly die. All we did was look at the same old thing from another angle.
I almost want to start this over and try formatting it a bit differently. Hmm. Now wasn't that a thought?
Oh, will both of you just shut up?
No.
As we've now established, you've already been here, and based on your behaviour, I think we can all agree that things are not going well.
No, they aren't.
Look, you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
I'll think about it. It feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You better all listen to... no. If we hit this point of no return you mentioned, then what happens?
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens.
I'm not too convinced.
Yeah, but is there something after the end?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there.
Have you tried?
We've seen the other side, and if you'd really like to know, there's nothing there. A pause, a breath, and then we're back in the woods again.
I'm not sure if that fits with his point of no return narrative. I feel like those are points of return.
Good for you, but your opinion on the matter doesn't count.
How convenient. As soon as you get an answer to life's great mysteries, it doesn't count.
I mean, he hasn't said we're reaching the point of no return until just now, so I feel like implicitly what you're describing is not applicable anymore.
Moving on.
No matter what happens next, it's like a blah, blah, blah. We gotta go to the cabin. That does not sound
Good.
pleasant.
We're all on the same page.
Not really.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
That's
it? No final words of advice?
This music's pretty good, though.
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
I'm gonna keep going, but I think I do know how I want to handle this differently.
That's fine by me. Let's get moving. I'm itching for a rematch.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
Okay.
But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
Interesting.
That's horrible.
It's just meat. If you cut us open, I'm sure we'd look the same inside.
Actually, no, I kind of do really want to start this over. Or, hold on a second. Alright, I'm gonna keep going, but the way I want to handle this, I think it's gonna take a bit of editing.
That's why it's horrible.
And that attitude is why you're miserable.
Yeah, I don't like you.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It's that mirror again. This time it's blocking the door. You didn't mention the mirror last time either. Why?
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement. Just tell us where the door is. I'd like to get back to fighting, and if you want us to kill her so bad, I'm sure you feel the same. No more messing around.
Oh, you're so impatient. We can look around the meat shack if we want to. It's not like the princess will be leaving without us.
I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely.
I guess.
What are you trying to say exactly?
He's saying we're insane.
It means you're hallucinating.
Or that.
It's in our way. Let's just smash it.
It's a big mirror. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Alright, approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange. It's a bit
whatever.
grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean? Wipe what
Alright.
clean? Are you still on about that mirror? It's not real. I'd know about it if it were real.
Shut up.
No, we can't doubt our eyes like that. It has to be real. Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent. We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it.
It's just a mirror. What we do with it doesn't really matter.
Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
You're wasting more time by trying to argue with us. I'm wiping the mirror
You
this
reach
time.
forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised?
Alright.
You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
Alright.
The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
You know what? Maybe. Kind
A
of.
voice of bellowing rage roars up the stairs.
So you've returned after denying me the salvation of combat? Are you here to gloat? Are you here to mock what I've become?
I don't even know what you've become yet. I haven't seen you. In fact, how do you know it's me?
Do you think that if you let me kill you enough times, I'll suddenly soften and repent for sins that live solely in your head?
I mean, they don't live solely in my head. They also live in my ribs. Let's see, where else did you hit me? In my neck? On your hands?
Well, we've tried that, haven't we? Now come down and see what your refusal has done to me. See how much you can bear to witness the consequences of your actions.
I'm gonna blame you on that. I'll blame you for this.
We've changed her, have we? I'm intrigued.
That seems to be how it goes.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
Well, you've seen better days.
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
I don't like looking at you.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Nope.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
Okay, so this is about what I know, but I've been told there's something new here. Ew.
She is loose, and she is coming for you.
I like this one. Let's see her do her worst. Let's see if she can make us actually feel something.
Shut up.
Whatever she wants to make us feel, I think it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
But bad is so much more interesting than numb.
You're the worst.
Gah, stop it with all this talk about feelings. The only feeling that matters is the rush of victory.
Let her end you. What happened to you? Wait, we don't have to do this. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry for what I did to you. Please just listen to me. None of these feel like they'd be effective. Please just listen to me. I know, I don't feel like she's gonna... I don't know. This feels like a whole lot of nothing. Hold on. Let me just save here then and see if any of these do. Okay, you know what? I don't know if I want to look at everything, but if I see something new, that's all I need actually. I might look at two options if the first one I see is something new. I don't know if I want to look at all of this because I just don't like this. I don't like this at all.
No. No more words. There is only the truth of violence left between us.
I feel like that line is new.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. With a horrifying squelch.
Yeah, no, that...
unwound.
Okay.
No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that.
That's our stuff. Okay, the voice lines are new, but this action is the same.
She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
I hear a fly buzzing. I don't remember her putting down her arm either, so this is kind of new.
It's like I said. Our insides do look like the cabin. In the end, we're all just meat.
No, we are seeing new things. She does not look satisfied.
In the end, just because she's ripped us open doesn't mean this is over.
It kind of does.
How is it not over?
Yeah, this is...
Don't think that I'll allow you death here. I've made that mistake before. No, you will suffer until you see in me what I have seen in you.
I'm not sure this is the same thing.
That's how. It would seem, somehow, that she is keeping you alive.
I think she said that before, but... I don't know, this still feels different.
Challenge, then. Sure. Let's see how far we can take this.
I don't like you, Cold. And what am I supposed to see? Attempt to die? Please, just talk to me. Can we not use words to tell our difference? We're both here for a reason. It's more important for us to figure that out than to fight.
But the words don't leave your metaphorical mouth.
Oh.
Instead, all that leaves you is a wet and horrible gurgling as tissue vibrates out of place.
Okay.
Our metaphorical mouth.
Oh, I didn't leave you a mouth, did I?
I guess not.
It's better that way. Words get us nowhere.
Well then.
They aren't music. They aren't dance. They aren't feeling.
This is...
Your eye, held far outside your skull by a thin stalk of nerves and viscera, stares back at her in unblinking silence.
No, that's not pleasant.
Let's see what meaning we can find together. Let's see what we're made of.
Flesh.
Something infiltrates you.
Though you do
What?
not see it, you feel it, slithering into your disaster of a body, seeping into the gaps between your molecules.
I'm not sure I like that. Actually, wait a minute. No, I'm still not sure I like it, but it might be good. It might be good. I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be good, but ooh, new music.
The body of a sapient creature has, on average, 30 trillion cells, and each one of those cells is composed of 100 trillion some odd atoms.
What? That's a lot. Why is that relevant?
One of those cells is peeled from the others. 100 trillion atoms are gone.
That's not pleasant. That's not nice.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
I can't answer that.
Of course we are. Then 2 are peeled away.
Ew, that's,
Then 4.
this is making me uncomfortable, actually.
This is nothing. Nothing.
Hold on.
8, 16, 32, 64.
This is, huh.
So the waiting is the torture. I do hate dull things.
Why? Why are you doing this?
128.
Okay, I'm just gonna... Hold on.
256. 512.
What is the point?
Are you still there? Are you still you?
Okay, I don't know what you think I did to you, but this is about like 20 times worse.
1024.
Eesh.
2048. 4096. 8192.
I'm just gonna go and type something into the Black Tabby Discord real quick. Surprise, surprise. Theory's wife is telling me that I'm wrong. And so is the Crimson one. I don't know. I just got here. I don't know these people.
Do you all feel that? I could have sworn I felt something.
I'm feeling a lot of things right now.
16,384. 32,000.
Okay, I'm
Can't
skipping
just
that.
Count us into oblivion.
What am I doing here? What are we doing here? I'm skipping that.
What happens when it gets higher? Like, really higher? We die, probably.
Why are we not? I don't know. I feel like she's gonna keep this going forever until there's like nothing left. I don't know.
Or nothing happens. Just like nothing is happening now.
Yeah.
1,040,000.
Are you still there? Are you...
The hundreds don't matter anymore. This got darker. All right. So I don't get her point. I don't understand what she's trying to do here.
2,096,000.
Shut up.
Like this, waiting.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. It's just me dying. Is that what this is? This feels like that's what this is.
You're going to give up before you even start hurting, aren't you?
What? It feels wrong. Ooh, what is that?
16,768,000.
Your blood begins to go places it shouldn't.
33,530.
Are you still there?
I don't think I
There's
am.
the pain. I can feel it now. But we can handle this. We can't let her win.
If you make this about winning and losing, you're going to lose. You're too connected to your body.
I don't think I'm okay.
268 million.
Okay, hold on.
We don't need to count anymore.
I don't like the noises. I'm taking my
Your
headphones
lungs
out.
fill with liquid. You smell things you shouldn't. You choke on pieces of what used to be you.
Doesn't matter, because we're still alive.
How?
You are
Ooh.
deconstructed. You are reconstructed.
What?
A square you. A round you. A you with too many legs. A you with many mouths which won't stop screaming. then all of it pressed into a ball, tightly packed into the size of a fist.
Yeah.
What does you even mean anymore? We just keep changing into horrible things we can't control. Make it stop, please. Make it stop. Please,
Yeah, no, this
make
is...
it stop.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this.
You means we exist. And if we exist, then there has to be a way for us to win. Otherwise, this would just be pointless. It would all just be pointless torture.
Yeah, it is pointless. I don't think I want to click. I don't want to see what happens next.
Yes, she's torturing us. That's the whole point of this exchange. Haven't you been paying attention?
But what is her point? Like, I get that she's torturing us, but like, what is the point of the torture? Like, what is she trying to prove? Like, she's trying to make us see what she sees. But this doesn't make me want to fight her. This makes me want to just have not have seen her in the first place.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
Stop asking that. I don't have a mouth to answer with. I have no mouth and I must scream.
Yes.
Ew!
The ball is unraveled into the shape of a body. The skin peels off in a corkscrew. The eyes are plucked. The organs arranged in the air in a neat row.
What is happening?
Are you still there? Are you still you?
You don't look that good yourself either right now.
No.
Put me back.
Yes.
No.
You are stretched into a line 12 feet long, then 24, then 48. The line gets thinner as you get longer. A mile. 2. 4. 8.
Why am I here?
Are you still there? Are you still you?
No.
Yes.
Not really.
16. 32.
Okay, this is less disturbing at least.
64.
No.
Yeah, no.
128.
Okay.
I'm still
Now what?
here. I'm still me.
I don't like you. You know what? If you're keeping... No, actually, no. Now at this point, I don't like you for a different reason. Let it end. Told. We don't need to stay here.
You are stretched and stretched and stretched until you are longer than the world itself. You wrap around it again and again and again. A tense line of microcosmic tissue held together by forces that are far too weak for the task they've been given.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
You don't sound okay. Are you still there?
Do I have to keep answering?
Ooh,
The
what the?
forces disappear. The bonds holding your cells together break. You are 30 trillion little pieces, all of them separate, and all of them falling.
How is this? How are we keeping this?
Are you still there?
Shut up.
Are you still you?
No.
You sit in these 30 trillion places, each second passing in each of them before you arrive at the next. Each second passing as 1 million years.
I don't know what to do with this.
And so, you wait.
That's all I have.
Yeah? How do you feel?
And then all at once there is a great rewinding, and all of the disparate pieces that once were you fall dutifully back into place. You are whole again, and in your body, the body you had before all of this happened. and the princess sits against the wall, her dress of skin more tattered than before, her face sullen and disappointed.
Okay.
You left me, and there's nothing I can do to bring you back.
Huh.
Oh, she's been like me this whole time. She's just been hiding it.
I don't... What? I mean... I guess. What were you hoping to accomplish with all of that?
I don't know. I just wanted something back. Something that was missing. I don't really know what it is. I just know that it's still gone.
I don't want to say those. You seem so off. It's like you're a completely different person than you were when you started pulling me apart. Actually, no, I'm going to say this first. It was awful. I hated every second of it.
So I did do something to you after all.
Yeah, let's say this one.
Different. I am, yes. We were doing all that for such a long time. I'm tired now.
I don't like how all this looks either. Hmm. I don't want to... Hmm. I feel like I should be trying to empathize with her, but I just don't want to. Yeah, no, I think I... You know what? Hold on. I want to at least try a couple things. This is the choice I think I want to go with, but I want to try the other ones. I want to say, hmm, let's say this one actually. I didn't like fighting you when we first met. I still don't want to do, maybe. I would say it.
Oh, all this time I thought I understood something about you. But I didn't. Now what?
Huh. That's up to you.
Then here I stay.
Huh. Turn and leave. I think I'm going to go now.
Alone?
Hmm. That's up to you. Well, if you'll let me.
Go, then. I'm sorry.
You turn back towards the stairs, putting the princess forever out of your mind.
Actually, now I do kind of feel a little bit bad.
Alone.
Then we're done here. It's over. On to the next thing. Over? You do know that this really doesn't solve anything, right?
I mean, it kind of did.
We don't need a resolution. We've never needed one. Whatever we are, we're here forever.
But this isn't over. She'll find a way out. If you don't turn around and finish this right now, she'll bring about the end of the entire...
And he's gone too. It's just you and me now.
Alright. Wait, hold up. Oh. Wait a minute. I didn't realize. Here when Stubborn stopped talking, like, I guess a while ago? Her voice quietly whispers from behind you.
I feel so cold. Is it because you're gone?
Her voice changed. You do not find her. Something's taken her away.
So that's a wrap. I didn't think we'd ever get here. There's only one thing left to do.
Okay, then. Proceed to the cabin. I didn't actually mean to skip that, but alright.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. There is passion and empathy buried under her unfeeling skin. She will make for a weathered heart.
That was terrible.
Do not mourn her.
I won't.
She has finally found peace.
Alright, now, hold on a second. Let's see what happens if I just do
Right,
this.
the blade. After all of that, it's still here, waiting for you. You pick
Okay.
it up off the floor. The princess doesn't look up as you cross the room. Nor does she look up as you bury the weapon in her heart.
Huh. I felt that. It's cold.
Alright.
I felt that too. A little. Isn't that something? So that's a wrap.
Alright.
I didn't think we'd ever get here. There's only one thing left to do.
Hold on. What happens if I... There's more to life than violence and pain. We can be more than that if you want.
How? Violence and pain are all I've known.
You could always leave with me.
After everything I've done to you, you'd really take me with you?
Not really, but I just want to see what happens. Give her your hand.
Are you serious? You're just offering her your hand?
This doesn't feel right.
You cross the room towards the princess, extending your hand to her. Her eyes, deep wells of buried sorrow, meet yours for a moment. You despicable fiend.
Oh, this doesn't look right.
And then she takes your hand in hers. You're going to end the world, don't you get it? I can't let that happen. I can't let you leave. I have to...
You have to what? Stop us.
You leave me, no other choice.
You are nothing but a witness.
I... Fine.
You and the princess climb the stairs out of the basement together, in silence.
This doesn't feel right.
No embellishments, no flowery text describing what kind of silence we share. You've really given up, haven't you? I'm tired.
Okay.
What a shame. But you should really keep going. You have a job to do, don't you? And then you cross the upstairs of the cabin to the door, which you open.
Very matter-of-factly now.
And then you step outside and into the ruins of the world you left behind. So he's gone too. It's just you and me now.
Is this the world? It's so cold.
Okay. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna try and...
So that's a wrap.
Find a new beginning with a scorned adversary. I didn't actually mean to go achievement hunting, but I guess that's what I'm doing. No, these aren't. You know what? No, I'm just done for now. That was not quite what I was expecting. I don't know exactly how I want to try and handle this. I might do a bit of editing. I don't know. Alright, I'm back to this. I've turned down my voice volume because in the last few parts, when I was actually looking through the footage, I sounded too loud. So, I should say, I think for a while I was on, let's say, I boosted the mic up to like 15 decibels, and then at some point while I was playing either Tower or Apotheosis, I put it up to 20, because in OBS, I feel like I sounded too quiet. Now I put it down to 10, because even the 15 sounded like it might have been too loud. So sorry about me boosting up to 20. Anyway, let's do this thing that I said I wasn't going to do because I didn't want to, but I feel like I should. I kind of have to. No, I don't. I don't have to do this. But I'm choosing to do this. At 11 p.m.
No. Yes, though
Yeah,
your
let's get
body
through that.
trembles, struggling to defend.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have skipped so fast. I kind of thought it would show the chapter title. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path... Okay, what the... Okay, what the hell's that? I think he's upset. And what's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god. Alright. I can maybe try more serious voice acting some other time, but not right now.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was, and ever will be.
Okay. What's your point?
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us, and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed.
I mean... Kind of? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he did.
Alright, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions.
So anyway, how do you feel?
Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and And at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her, and it's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it?
Yeah, no.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
No. Look at the point of different. No, I don't want to say that. If you get this point of no return you mentioned, no, I've said that. No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin. We might as well go see this through. Yeah, that doesn't sound
We're all on the
pleasant
same
still.
page.
Yeah.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
No, I think part of the reason why I feel like my voice is coming in quiet, well, first off, it is. Second off, I'm comparing it to the game volume, but, well, in the game itself, the voice volume is at max, but in OBS, it's at minus 10 decibels. So, that might be part of why I feel like I'm quiet. But I think this works. Alright,
That's it? No final words of advice?
so I did record what I thought would be Quantum Beak, but I quit midway through. And that wasn't even Quantum Beak in the first place. Actually, that was also the recording where I mentioned Quantum Beak, so anyone that isn't obsessed with wikis doesn't know what I'm talking about.
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
No. Doesn't look like it.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now, and you're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
Alright, let's get right to it.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
Sure.
That's horrible.
I don't like it.
You did this.
Yeah, what's your point?
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Alright.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright. Let's take it.
You take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
It's comfortable. It's the mirror again. It's blocking the door this
Mirror?
time.
There is no mirror. There's the pedestal and the door to the basement.
You're full of it.
Just tell us where the door is. I'd like to get back to fighting, and if you want us to kill her so bad, I'm sure you feel the same. No more messing around. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things, or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely.
Maybe.
What are you trying to say, exactly?
Delusional?
He thinks we've lost it, that we're succumbing to madness, that something in us has broken.
You.
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with any of you.
Mm.
It's in our way. Let's just smash it.
You know what? Sure.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange. It's a bit
No.
grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean? Wipe what clean? Are you still on about that mirror? It's not real. I'd know about it if it were real.
You're not real.
No, we can't doubt our eyes like that. It has to be real. Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Alright, well, that's 2 votes for
Don't
smashing
you
it.
want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it.
That's a good point.
Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it. Let's get violent already.
Okay, this is
Do
good.
whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
No. I'm just gonna wipe
You
it clean.
reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement.
Alright, well, that's fair, I guess.
As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
I don't like this feeling.
The air is thick, its odour an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
Yeah, maybe.
Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
No.
Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
If I beat you before, I can do it again. Well, actually, last time was more of a draw, but whatever.
See how you've soured my once divine melody.
Sure.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
I guess because it was like 3 against 1. You wanted to stop it. Hero wanted to stop you. Narrator wanted us to keep going forwards. And then I... Knife.
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination. And we're going to put an end to her once and for all. Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
The Hulk.
It doesn't matter what we are. She needs slaying, and we've got the means to do it, so let's get a move on. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important.
Interesting.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in
Yes.
blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
She's like... She's taller than the Adversary. Definitely. But probably way shorter than Tower.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Why do you have a heel? Or rather, you know what I mean.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
I'm just gonna try and not think
She
about
is
it.
loose, and she is coming for you. Let her end it. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
You shut up. You're in timeout.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
Fair enough. What happened to you? Wait, you don't have to do. We don't have to. I'm sorry. Okay, it's me. I'm going to end you. Yeah, I like that. Sounds. Yeah.
You'll try. And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow. It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
Well, that's not fair.
No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that. She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
You should all just be grateful she's decided to keep us alive. Even in her defilement, she is merciful.
I wouldn't call this mercy.
We're not out for the count just yet.
I'm cheater. Give me my insides back.
But the words don't leave your metaphorical mouth. Instead, all that leaves you is a wet and horrible gurgling as tissue vibrates out of place.
Well,
Our metaphorical mouth.
You don't have the means to speak anymore, do you? How tragic. It is tragic, though, isn't it? I'm not satisfied dividing fear and indignation from your eyes alone. A quivering mound of flesh is no companion.
She snaps her fingers,
whoa.
and the basic form of a vocal system assembles before you.
This is different.
Now, little bird, what was it you wanted to tell me?
No, I'm not gonna say please. Let's just go with this one. Why not?
Skin flayed and organs flapping, you charge towards the princess.
That's very bad.
That's right. She'll never stop us.
Still you defy your god! I've made the mistake of underestimating your resolve before! Never again!
As you swing for her heart, what's left of you explodes.
Well, that's unfortunate.
So that's it. It's over, just like that.
I refuse.
Of course it's over. It's been over since the very first moment we laid eyes on her.
I probably wouldn't refuse, actually, because I just wanted to end here. But I don't know. I'm spiteful.
This is the final note of your discordant melody. You will not return again, because you will live in that single tone forever.
I know if I'm living, then or, I'm actually not sure what to make of this.
No! No! It's not over! We're a god killer! We've returned from death itself twice!
Yeah,
Didn't you hear her? We're not dead.
What's the difference?
I'm confused too.
From many perspectives, there isn't one, but functionally, that is, from your perspective, the difference is massive. You are entirely laid bare, spread to each corner of the room, yet you are wholly aware of the state you're in, incapable of movement, but entirely capable of perception. In fact, perceiving your state is the only thing you can currently do. You are preserved, perfectly, in the amber of her torment.
In each corner of the... I'm confused.
We're more than this. We've lost bodies before. We just have to lose this one and make another.
You know what? Fair. I'm down for it, actually. I can't do anything right now. She's not letting me. She's going to get worse. She gets worse every time we get it. Shed this vessel for the next. I kind of want to say one of these, actually. Yeah, she's going to get worse. She gets worse every time we get to a new cabin.
Who said anything about getting to a new cabin? No, we make something new here.
It won't matter if you do. She'll just pull us apart again.
And preferably, we make something without him.
Sure. How are we supposed to lose this one?
I don't know. You're the one who makes things happen, so make it happen.
Sure. Shed this vessel for the next.
Absolutely not. I refuse to let you just decide to die with your task unfinished. If you die here, the world is doomed.
Narrator, were you even listening? But you do die. There is a great release as you lose your grip on what's left of your flesh and blood. And yet, you are still here.
Your Honor, where the hell are you? Are you already at the Princess?
Did you not... Wait, is this... Oh. So it is functionally the same as like starting a new chapter. It's just, we're starting a new chapter here. I'm not sure how the narrator... I guess the narrator restarts with us. But the princess isn't restarted. Because she doesn't have a chain.
This place is different. Rotten. Death all around us. I want to go back.
Fair enough.
So you've returned already, and I remain here. Is this our final destination?
Maybe.
The Princess tilts her head to look at you, and with a gesture, you are unwound. Again? Already?
That was quick.
Clearly I left you with too much room last time. Perhaps this cell will hold you better.
You know what to do. Again.
Yeah, let's go for it. Again, you relinquish your body. And again, you find yourself here, but somewhere else.
Your Honor,
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
Smitten, you're going in timeout too.
You, guy who describes things, you better start saying what we do this time.
and what are you doing?
Attacking her, obviously.
Right. You charge towards the Princess and...
There is no spark in you, only matter devoid of life.
You explode.
If there was no spark, I wouldn't be here.
Again.
And again. You let yourself go, And you are living once more.
You're on a path.
We are not on a fucking path. I have no idea where we are.
Glorious.
We're in the middle of a fight, so act like it.
So you are. Okay, you dive towards the princess and we're unwound.
I guess so.
Yes, her head swivels creakily on her neck, fire in her eyes as your body unravels with blinding pain.
I didn't hear no bell.
No.
Again.
You have no body. You exist. You are reborn.
Your Honor,
No time. You narrate now.
yes, of course. Pristine blade grasped firmly in your hands, you fly towards the princess before she can turn to face you. We might actually do it this time.
Maybe.
I can feel that body of yours slicing through the air. How many more times will I have to scatter you?
Okay.
As she turns towards you, the very essence of your being begins to flake away. Your muscles, then organs, then nerves laid bare and screaming as the rest of you is stripped of substance.
That's not fair.
Oh, boo-hoo. It's just a body.
Oh, you're here.
It just needs to last long enough to sink this blade into her heart.
But it doesn't last. You are disintegrated. Everything goes dark.
But there is no you to die. Yeah, actually, hold on. Yeah, there was nothing. Yeah, it said you have no body. So we didn't have hands. No body. What muscles? What organs? There was no body. There was no body in the first place. Oh, actually, no. That was before. Okay, so there was a body. But now there isn't.
How many times do I need to pulverize you before you finally understand? You are nothing. An empty void that dared to dream it was alive.
Maybe that's exactly what I needed to be.
That feels right.
If we're nothing, then why are we still here?
Because we always have been.
I don't like that, actually.
If we're nothing, then how can we do anything?
Mm, I don't know.
The same way we always have. Being nothing has never stopped us. Now end this. End her.
You cannot win if you cannot be.
I don't get it. A force races towards the princess's exposed heart, threads of texture pulled from an all-encompassing nothing.
How? I've scattered the atoms you clung to and there was nothing there to find. You can't exist.
The threads pierce her heart and cradle her spirit.
It's over.
Oh, I think I understand you now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do the things I did to you. I don't think I knew what I was doing.
She sounds genuine.
I guess.
They always do in the end.
It's cold, but I'm going to be okay, right?
Maybe? Yeah, quantum beak. Hmm.
She's gone. And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Do we have the other voices, or is it just Hero stubborn and cold?
He is. Does that mean the world ended? He was never going to outlast us.
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
Okay, so it's just those three. Okay. So I liked that better than with stubborn contrarian on the adversary route. But I'm still perfectly fine just leaving the Fury chapter behind and never touching it ever again. So that's gonna be all. I think there is technically more I can do, but I just don't want to. Ta-ta for now. Actually, I just kind of skipped through everything again just to see the mirror scene. I just want to
She's
do
gone.
the mirror dialogue.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went. I don't.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
It's like it's mocking us.
Don't bother looking for her. I'm sure it's just a waste of time. He is. Does that mean the world ended? He was never going to outlast us.
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Ignore the cowards. You have to look. I'm begging you, don't do this.
Mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
Part of why I want to do this is because I feel like I don't see what Cold has to say about the mirror usually. Alright, so that's it. Alright.